Hi, I'm Angela from empoweredcrystals.com, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do a health spell. It's not strictly a health spell, it's my version. You could also call it law of attraction, and it's also basically programming crystals. Before I start, if you're watching me on YouTube, please do click the like and subscribe button. I'm very new and I'm trying to grow. That would be really appreciated. And please do comment if you have any experiences with these spells. That would be great. So to start off, the health spell. Right, I'm going to be doing my version of a medicine bag, basically. It's not officially a medicine bag, I would just like to say that, but it's my version, and I'm also going to use this spell at the same time to program up a couple of pieces of my quartz jewelry. So I've got a nice blue aura quartz, oops, just falling over, blue aura quartz there, one of my favorite pendants, and my most favorite pendant at the moment is this beautiful garden quartz. So we are going to be doing a multiple spell today. So the first thing we need is I've chosen a blue candle, and this is the colour for healing. I've created some healing oil. Now in this oil I've used sesame oil, which you can get from any health shop. I've just got it in my kitchen. I use it for recipes. And I've added to it lavender essential oil, rosemary essential oil, and eucalyptus essential oil, which are all helpful for healing. I've got a little fireproof bowl with fireproof sand in to put my candle, and I've got a fireproof bowl to burn our little message, because I always find fire is the most powerful way of sealing a spell. Right, okay, so the crystals that are associated with health, what I've chosen is these raw turquoise. These are from Mexico, and they are said to be a master healer turquoise. And the other stone I've chosen, whoops, it's pushed behind here, is raw quartz, which is also supposed to be a master healer. So I've chosen two powerful master healers. So we're going to pick two of these stones to use, but I've also got some lovely big clear quartz here and there to as a background energy, and also obviously the extra turquoise as a background energy for this spell. Now the herbs I've chosen fresh rosemary. I've picked this from the garden at midday, fresh lavender flower, and fresh feverfew flower. They're all herbs that are known for their healing magical properties. Now we're not talking about medical properties here, we're talking metaphysical. So we are talking about healing energies here, not medical healing. So we have our crystals, we have our herbs, we have our oil. I've also got a piece of paper here to write our affirmation on. I'm using blue pen today because blue is the colour of healing, and that's the colour I'm using today. And I've also got a little bag for those of you that don't wear jewellery. We're going to pop everything into a little bag for the medicine bag, so that we can wear it on our person. And for the people that do wear jewellery, these are going to be programmed at the same time, so you can wear your pieces of jewellery that will help attract health to you. So the first thing I am going to do is dress my candle. Now, when we're dressing a candle, you can go from the outside towards the inside if you want to attract something to you, or you can go from the inside to the outside, so the middle to the outside, if you want to repel something. Now with health, in one way you can say I'm trying to attract good health, but we're also trying to repel disease. And I think probably the way our subconscious works, repelling disease will be stronger than attracting health, because health is dependent on not having disease. So I am going to go from the middle with my oil and pull outwards. And then I'm going to do the same with the other side. So this is my health oil. Okay, so that's my candle dressed. So I'll put that to one side. So the next thing I want to do is with the crystals, I'm going to put a little bit of the health oil onto those as well, just so everything is nicely dressed. There we go. So everything is dressed with the oil, and after that I'm going to light our candle so that we get a little bit of fire energy in here. Just get that standing up straight, and like this, if it will light. There we go. So we've got our little candle lit there, and I have a tiny piece of paper, and it's important for it to be tiny because we don't want too much ash with this one, because the ash will be going into the medicine bag, so and it will be dressing the crystals, so we don't want too much ash, but we want enough that we can dress our candles with it as well. So what we're going to do is write our affirmation on a little piece of paper, and I'm going to write, I have perfect health. So I have perfect health. And what we're going to do is we are going to fold this ready to burn. Now, the important thing about writing affirmations, if you're not going to write this exact affirmation, you need to remember that it's going to have to be in present in the present tense, because we want to have perfect health now. We don't want to have it in the past. We don't want to be thinking about having it in sometime in the future. We want perfect health now. It is also important to be positive and say that you have perfect health, and not that I don't have disease, or I don't have this cold anymore, I don't have flu, or I don't have this pain in my knee. It has to be positive, because the more you think about the negative, the more you concentrate onto it. So we want to put, I have perfect health, I have a perfectly functioning body, I have a perfectly functioning lungs, that type of thing, rather than saying I don't have, because we don't want to concentrate on the negative, because we'll attract the negative. So, excuse me, a little cough there. We have the rosemary, so I'm going to put that in the bowl. So we don't need to dress these, because these, I've got the essential oils. We have the feverfew, and we have the lavender. So on top of those, I'm going to put our crystals. So we've got our raw turquoise and our raw clear quartz. And I have these two ready to go when I light the piece of paper, which I have dropped. Just getting it now. All right, got the piece of paper back. So we're going to fold this away from ourselves so that we're pushing away any disease and bad health. I am going to put a little bit of the oil onto it. It's a tiny bit of paper, I only put a tiny bit. And I'm going to draw the pentagram. I mean, obviously it's such a tiny bit of paper, it's not going to see, but you can draw whatever you think will help this. I quite often use Reiki symbols. I quite often use runes, so anything like that that's ancient and will help. So I've drawn the pentagram on this. We've got a little bit of the oil in, so we're going to burn this. So be very careful with this and don't burn yourself because it's a tiny bit of paper. And we're going to pop that on top, and that is going to seal our intentions now. So this is going to burn lovely, and it has finished before it burnt. Just set that off again. Perfect. So that's burnt the rest of it. And now when that produces the smoke, we are going to put our pieces of health jewelry over the smoke, as the release of the smoke is the release of that intention into the universe. Okay, so we have this little pile here. So I'm just going to poke this about to break it up. And this should be cool now. Yeah, it's nice and cool now. So I'm going to use a tiny bit of this on my pieces of crystal jewelry to imbue the health intentions. And you just want to touch the crystal and not the wire, because often these wires, they do tarnish, and if they're plated, the plating comes off if you start rubbing things into it. So now I've got a little velvet bag, and so we are going to put all these crystals and herbs in here. So we've got our lavender, and all the time think about your perfect health. Our pit of rosemary, which is quite big. And then over the top of that, I'm going to scrape in the rest of this, which is perfect. All goes into the medicine bag, and I've got this bit of ash on the bottom of my fingers, so I'm going to rub a bit more onto there. So we have this medicine bag now. So this is all sealed up, and what you can do is tie this up at the top to seal in all the good intentions, and then you can actually pop this in your pocket and wear it, or even better, you can actually put a piece of leather or cotton on it and you can tie it up and pop it around your neck. So I'm just going to tie this up, and then you can pop that underneath your shirt or your top and wear it for as long as you feel as though you need the health. So that is your health spell. So these ones, of course, you will wear, if you've programmed your jewelry like this, I would wear them every single day until you feel better, and then you can always stop wearing them until you feel though that you need them again. You need to leave your candle until it actually goes out naturally. That's why I use little birthday candles, because they don't burn too long. You're not waiting for hours for them to go out. If you liked anything in this video and you like the idea of the healing crystal jewelry, please do pop over to my website, empoweredcrystals.com. I've got lots on there. They're all Reiki attuned, so they're all geared up to healing. And if you're watching me on YouTube, please do pop me a like and subscribe. Your support is very much appreciated. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.